AITAH for making my BF get out of the car when he made a comment about my dead mom. I am not the OOP. OOP is you, Optimal Ads 6885. Thanks to you, Direct Caterpillar 77 for suggesting this to BoRU. Trigger warning. Death of a parent. Suicide. Less than. AITAH for making my BF get out of the car when he made a comment about my dead mom. Originally posted to r AITAH. Original post, September 1st, 2023. We've been together 10 months. Live together and argue pretty frequently about different things, but this time the line was definitely crossed. The story starts with his car getting towed. We don't know why and he's upset. I know it sucks getting your car towed. So I offered to give him a ride. Help out however I can. And continued to be nice to him in spite of him not being very nice to me. I take him there. We wait until he gets to the front of the line, then he tells me to take him to his mother's so he can get money, then the bank to deposit it, which is 30 minutes away. So I take him to do that and he's still being rude to me, saying it's my fault his car got towed. How I took the easy way out, which I guess is defined as paying my $8 monthly parking fee on time, blaming me for what's out of my control. At this point it's been about 3 hours. He still hasn't thanked me for what I did, and I felt unappreciated. After the bank, we agreed his mom should take him back to the tow place. So I started heading back that way. I then asked him what the address was and he said he didn't know. I asked, "You don't know where your mom lives?" And he replied, "At least I have a mom." For context, my mother committed suicide when I was 3 years old and my father just passed away in June. Their deaths are something I'm still coping with. So when he said that, my bitch switch flipped on and I pulled the car over, telling him to get out and walk. I understand that didn't help the situation at all. And he had the right to be angry to begin with. But his car being towed was completely out of my hands and I don't think I deserved to be treated that way. Literally not even an hour before we figured out his car was gone. We were out shopping and laughing and all around having a good day. The comment was unnecessary in my opinion, but maybe I should have just cut him some slack and give him a ride. AITAH? Update. I've been getting a lot of feedback for this post. Mostly positive, which I really appreciate. I want to give an actual update once some real action has taken place. As of right now we are broken up. I don't plan on forgiving him. And he will be moving out as soon as the necessary papers are signed. Thank you, Reddit, for giving me the wake-up call I needed. Update, September 6, 2023. 5 days later. If you didn't read part 1, I left a link for it. Before I get into it, I want to say thank you for the advice and support. It's nice to know I'm not crazy or the only person going through something like this. For those of you asking, I am F21 and he is M23. Most of you will be happy to know we are no longer together. We went to the apartment office, signed the necessary papers, and he will be moving out within the next 60 days. I will be taking over the lease for the 2-bedroom. Until he moves out, he's staying in the guest room. We still have not spoken since that day. I've never felt more confident about this decision. I would have done it a lot sooner. Because he's said and done some pretty shish TTY things that tested my limits. My excuse was I've never been in a serious relationship for that long before. I thought it would work out and things would change. That day really woke me up and made me realize I deserve better than what I was getting. What we had was not love. And any feelings I had for him before are gone. Lastly, thank you for the condolences in regards to my late parents. My home life was always a bit rocky. I wish some things happened differently, as one can imagine. It's a touchy subject. And I definitely do not tolerate anybody making any sort of derogatory comments towards them. Especially not from somebody who's supposed to be the love of my life. What makes his comment even more irritating is the fact he never met either one of my parents. My dad lived in a different state from us when he was alive, which was the main reason why. To be quite frank, I don't think my parents would have liked him anyway. As for me, I'm just trying to figure out how to love myself again. I don't have any interest in pursuing another relationship or anything sexually. I've been 21 for about 6 months now and haven't even been to any good bars or clubs with my friends. As a matter of fact, I've barely been able to spend time with any friends or family since we've been together. I definitely plan on making each day count with the loved ones I have left. Reminder: I am not the original poster. Tow the whole man away. My bitch switch flipped on. That's not a bitch switch. Making comments like that about someone's dead mother is a fight on sight for pretty much anyone. Oh my god, I kinda wanted to kill this guy. And he had the right to be angry to begin with. All feelings are valid and we are responsible for how we express these feelings. Feelings don't absolve bad behavior. Being cruel because you are tired or having a bad day is unfair to your loved ones. Oop didn't leave an incapable person in the middle of traffic. X got an immediate consequence to his cruelty instead of a dangerous emotional escalation. Fight in a car. He was not her dependent and did not require her to taxi him around. Favors can end abruptly when you act like an ass. I am glad Oop values themselves not to excuse this selfish, cruel, and irresponsible ex. Thank God she took this as the wake-up it was instead of staying even longer. Hopefully this helps her learn for future relationships. Been together 10 months and living together. Not having time to see friends and family because of him. Everything he does wrong is her fault. Constantly says terrible things to her. Constantly starts fights. That's a whole sea vessel of red flags and sails. Good for her for dumping him. But she needs to be more aware of her surroundings in the future. So proud of Oop for throwing the trash out of her car in life. When I was 30 years younger, I too would have gritted my teeth and tried to be understanding up until the mom crack. But at my current age, if someone is being a sack of roach pus to me while I am helping them, and unjustly blaming me for their decision to park in a place where they'd get towed, I would tell them to walk to the tow yard and to lose my number. Life is too damn short. If it's only been 10 months and you're already fighting a lot, just be done. Personally, I think she should have backed over him a couple times. We've been together 10 months. Live together and argue pretty frequently. Not even through the first sentence and already it's a disaster, lol. Welcome to your freedom and happiness. You're going to have a fabulous future. Good for you. He was angry, so he decided to take out his anger on her. He used her as an emotional punching bag. And it would have only been a matter of time until he used her as a physical punching bag as well. It's like he never even liked her. Also, living with your so who you've been dating only 10 months is a bit weird. Now that she got rid of that millstone, it's time for Oop to live her life. Good for her for getting out. She was too young and unburdened with responsibility to be saddled with a petulant man-child. Good for her. What a scummy man. Dude has no money or sense of responsibility. Has no respect for me and we fight all the time. I seriously don't even know how these relationships get started. NTA. Before you enter more relationships, read up on toxic relationships and abuse in relationships so you can find these red flags earlier. However, you did a great job standing up for yourself and being proactive. It's always amazing when people write several paragraphs about their partner and don't include even a single nice or positive about comment them, but still wonder how they can make the relationship work.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AITAH is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.